Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments here from the third floor basement all the way down in the deep South Florida. Follow up on yesterday's video that apparently is 40 to 50,000 views in the last 10 hours overnight. Holy cow. Yesterday's video about the Ravnica Remastered being fire sold before the product comes out below distribution store costs and the distortions in the market. Well, we have a response actual, and I can just give you all some general information on what happened. So late last night, received some interesting emails, some of which claim that they work for a company. You guys know I just email myself. And this morning, I did receive confirmation actually from 3 distributors responded to me in the United States. Of which it was confirmed. Apparently, Wizards made a response to distribution after distributors got a lot of links to the video and things spread. And distribution sent messages to WotC. WotC said, let's look into it. WotC looked into it, responded to distribution. And the official response is our bad. The official response is WotC claims it was an accident and it was a mistake and it was mispriced. I do not know if all of the orders at the low Amazon price guarantee is going to be honored. I would assume they should be. But the unofficial public, there's not going to be a public response apparently, but I at least want to let everybody know that the internal response actually did come from Wizards, and that was that it was a mistake. And it went up the chain of command, went over to Amazon, and Wizards had the pricing updated. And yes, we're talking about the Amazon Direct by Hasbro, fulfilled by Amazon, which is the Hasbro Wizards Direct product, not third-party stores, everybody. So, I don't know if this fixes the problem. I don't know how, there's a lot of, I got a lot of messages in the last few hours from patrons saying, Rudy, they fixed the price. I guess the video, this and that. I said, well, 50,000 views in less than 12 hours, you're gonna get a little of attention. And I think what really stood out to me is one store in I think Georgia, Alabama area, or it has a couple stores. He sent me a message and he goes, Rudy, I'm glad they fixed it, but so if you didn't make yesterday's video, or let's say only 10 people watch your channel. Let's say that you didn't have the reach. Your channel wasn't big and people realized that you are a complete idiot. I said, bro, that's true love. And the store owner made a comment to me saying, so if you didn't cover it and your channel didn't have the impact, like it was a smaller normal Magic channel, I'm assuming they would have just left the price all the way to closing pre-release window and the pre-order window. And what would have happened? And I was like, that's an interesting point. Because again, this wasn't listed for Prime Day. I know the timing's kind of weird for Prime Day today. This price has been at this level, not just in Prime Day last night, this morning. This was like this for the last, I think somebody told me it was 12 days. Someone else told me it was 10 days. This has been like this for a while. And the kicker is somebody else scraped Amazon's website and said they only sold between 700 and 900 boxes at that price. That's all they sold? Somebody told me, can somebody confirm or deny if that's accurate or not? They said on the website, it even says over 700 boxes sold in the last month. And so is it true they sold less than 1,000 boxes, even fire selling it? That's really bearish. I don't, that's a different conversation, everybody. But that was the thing that really kind of made me step back and kind of say, so if I didn't actually say anything, and everybody, all of you and all the store owners out there, you guys didn't reach out to me to talk about it? So would the price have been left that way all the way through towards another few weeks or towards pre-release in the next 30 days? It leads to some interesting questions, okay? So that brings me to me. I'm still, it doesn't make it better that an internal WotC response to distribution, and they called and emailed me saying, we apologize, it was a misprice, it was an accident. I don't know if that makes me feel worse, or you all should feel should we all feel like we're taking advantage of Timmy's? Do we feel better or worse about that? This company is doing so many products and so many things, they're not even aware when they're fire selling something. Like, I don't, like, does nobody check this stuff? Like, can you imagine, like, spending all this money developing a product and then accidentally selling it at, like, below wholesale cost for, like, days and a week or two at a time? Be like, oh, wait, does anybody check that? Like, do they just have that much money where they don't even notice? Like, it leads you to other questions that make you say, like, are they that disconnected where they didn't even realize it for over a week? Like, this price wasn't like this for an hour. See, that's the thing, everybody. This mispricing wasn't like this for a few minutes. This was like this for days, like over a week. Like, this was like this for almost 2 weeks. Like, and I guess everybody just kind of chalked it up to, well, maybe it's, Wizards is lowering their prices. Maybe they're going to go back to charging a normal draft box price. Stores pay $90 or something, or $85 for a draft box, or $89 or $92 or whatever. And maybe, we're supposed to sell it to the public for, $120, $130. Maybe old school, back in the day. Like Battle Bond or Conspiracy 1 or 2. Maybe we're actually going back to that. Like, there was chatter with, reduced print run of Doctor Who collectors, and then, like, maybe they were lowering the price back. Like, there was, like, some positivity creeping into this scenario. And it just turned out we all just got, Chuck Norris is, like, literally, like, playing backgammon with our wife's boyfriend. It turns out that they just said our bad, and they fixed the price late last night, this morning. And I know everyone's going to ask me now, and patrons in New York are going to say, well, Rudy, are you going to carry it now? Or, well, it gets a little weird because now they reset the price of the draft box to $215, but then now the collector box is like $249. So now the draft and the collector are within 15% of the same price, which is now, that's never happened before. Like, the collector box of Ravnica Remastered stores, it's like $235 to $240 or $238 or something. And it's on Amazon for $249. Like, I just don't know, folks. I don't know. Like, at this point in time, I'm probably still going to back away from the draft boxes of Ravnica Remastered. Like, it is kind of crazy because another one of y'all, I had a patron message saying, if they only sold 700 to 900 boxes at that price, and Rudy usually orders 5,000, that's not a very good trade-off. Hashtag math. So that's it, folks. But more importantly, this video and this channel is sponsored by me, you all. Tryout Grading, Premier Card Grading. Rudy, I own 69% of the United States operation of Premier Card Grading. Try sending it. We have the only card grading company with metal and laser engraved, silver and gold. And if you get a perfect 10, actual plated, actual gold metal label. Like, there's no substitute for that. And of course, we are within a couple weeks of Sorcery beta launch. And I get to reveal the world premiere nude exclusive, yes folks, you heard me, nude Sorcery promo card. Can I show that on YouTube? Do I have to censor, like, artwork? I gotta look into that. That'll be interesting. So that's a really big thing coming in the month. Really, really interested to see that. And of course, we got the Pokemon 151 still doing unbelievably well. And Doctor Who did really, really well. I just wanted to share the update. And that's the end of the story of Ravnica Remastered. What a time to be alive. Can't make this stuff up. Like, the real news is better than trying to make stuff up.